Lately, I've noticed a lot of women don't really feel good about themselves for some reason. And what I mean by that is that they're just not feeling really good right now, okay? And so being a psychology major and being someone that always likes to get to the bottom of things, I did a little research and I found that some of the things that we as women don't feel real good about ourselves sometimes are like three or four things. And I think they all kind of relate to each other. And one is aging. And it's not so much how you look on the outside, even though that's super important because you know what? We live in a world that doesn't allow us to age. We cannot, that is the elephant in the room. And then the second thing is that usually when we're not real happy, we're not feeling good about ourselves, there happens to be a man involved. You know what I'm saying, ladies? And number three is that we just, even if all those things were what they are, we don't really have enough money to do anything about it, right? So the aging, we want to do some things, we might not have money for it. The second thing is men, we might not want to be in relationships. If you go on TikTok, they're saying that, you know what, life is better in being single as you get a certain age. What's going on there? But the money part, I think if we all had the resources, we could make choices. And I think that's a lot of what happens at a certain age. I'm not saying that we want to leave our relationships or anything like that because, money doesn't make us happy, but it gives us options. And that's what I'm talking about. When we have options, we arrive happier. So, yeah. And I also think number four is a situational thing. A lot of things that happen in our life that we are feeling depressed or not happy about or things like that is that maybe we're in a situation where we don't allow time to pass. Like last year I sold my business partner of 30 plus years died. I lost a lot of things changed. I lost my income, everything, and I was kind of down, and I talked to a therapist and the therapist didn't help me, and I was like, man, I am doomed from here on out. But what it really was just I needed to give time, and all giving time is exactly the cure. So if you're going through something and you're unhappy and you're just not feeling good about yourself, give yourself time. You're supposed to. This is life. You don't get what you think you deserve. You get what you ask for and what you work for. And if you have a situation where you're just feeling really bad about yourself, look at those four things and then go inside and say, listen, I'm good enough, and I'll just wait it out. And then if it's not the time thing that you need and the other three things that you need, like money, like your relationship, or like growing older, you could do a side hustle. If you need help, I can help you create a side hustle, because that's what I did. I had to create an income, and I did that really quick, so that wasn't the issue. And I gave the time. It took me a year to get over my situational thing, and then I realized I wasn't depressed. I just needed time to grieve. And then the other part about aging, I started to accept it and love myself by doing the shadow work, looking in the mirror and realizing that, you know what, some of the childhood stuff that we get older with and we don't resolve, that needs to be taken care of. And once you resolve that, you heal. And then when you get everything to fall in place, you realize that life ain't so bad and that you do have choices. And when you have choices, you can make the best decisions for you. So I know I'm rambling on, but the thing is that don't sit in a place of being unhappy and sad. Know that it'll pass and you'll be okay, because you are beautiful. Don't forget that.